Hello, and welcome back to the monthly pickups, where yes, I decided for at least this month to see how well a monthly pickups will go. I know I did post a pickups video, a weekly pickups on the 1st of July, but it wasn't until after I seen how that video performed that I was like, okay, maybe I'll try going back to the monthly for just 1 month to see what we've got. So I'm recording this on the 5th of July because I got paid today and I bought four more VHS tapes as well as one toy. So yeah, we will get started with the VHS tapes in alphabetical order as per usual. I have tested them; they all work except for one, which I'll get to now in a second. But the first one we have here is the first attempt. Well, kind of first Disney live action that film that they've done on something they've already done, and that is 101 Dalmatians. Now, I remember watching this growing up vaguely. I have vague memories of this. And yeah, so they also had the 102 Dalmatians there. I'll, of course, probably end up buying that at some point. But what I like about this tape um, is the fact that it looks like a Dalmatian on the front. So I thought that was pretty cool. And as always, there is no mold. Tested, worked. Didn't have to rewind it too far back to the beginning, which there wasn't many. Actually, all the tapes were pretty much near the beginning. So some of them were just on the trailers before the actual film starts. So happy to add that into the collection. This next one is one that did work, but it's kind of spotty. Like the picture goes out quite a bit into static. And I have looked. There doesn't seem to be any mold on it on this tape, which I've already opened. It's A Bug's Life. Um, this is one I kind of have memories of watching, but again, it was when I was so young, like 3 or 4, so I don't have the best of memories. But yeah, here's the tape. So as you can see, there doesn't appear to be any mold, um, and the tape seems fine. So I have the tape at mute, so I actually want to show you a visual representation of what I mean. See, where is it? It does that. It's been doing that quite a bit. That I've noticed. So that's why I say it kind of works, but also kind of doesn't. So yeah. So yeah, I'm still going to keep this regardless until I probably get a better version. So until then, it will um, stay within the collection. So the next tape that I got was a film that I definitely remember watching, but again, I was so young that I don't remember anything that happened in it. So it's been quite a while, and that is Cats and Dogs. So yeah, very happy to have this in the collection. Um, there is the tape, no mold, and it works. And I didn't have, like, again, it was basically just showing the trailers, so I didn't have too far to rewind. If I can actually put the tape in properly. And lastly, is a movie that I haven't seen, um, but I have some memories of it, and that is The Road to El Dorado. Again, I probably did see it, but then again, I was at the very young age bracket. Um, so yeah, worked. It was basically at the very beginning, so I just rewound it all the way back to the start, like I normally do. Uh, so there's a bottom that gives information on it that there is infrequent, very mild, bad language. There is no sexual nudity. There is some mild peril for violence and no other. Uh, so there you go. And then just the one last thing to show off for right now, because I did actually trade 2 Blu-rays into CEX movies that I knew I just wasn't gonna watch. So I do have a like 6.70 voucher, €6.70. So I'll probably order something at some point because my local CX just hasn't had anything. So I bought this Buzz Lightyear toy. Now it's not one that I grew up with because this was actually released in 2018, according to the butt stamp, which I'm not even going to try to get it so you can see. It does say €3 there, but I actually only paid 2 for it. It is supposed to talk, but the batteries are dead, so I need to replace them. So yeah, just thought it was neat to add into the toy display behind me here. And yeah, which I just did off camera. So that's all I have for right now. Okay, so 2 more tapes to show off that I bought. The first one is 102 Dalmatians to go with the 101 that I bought early on this week. So yeah, I tested it. It works. No problem whatsoever. Unlike 101 Dalmatians, it's a standard tape. So as you can see, no mold. And then when I flip up the lid, there's none there. So yeah, I don't think I need to rewind this one. The next one I definitely need to rewind because it's all the way at the end credits, and that is Tarzan. Yeah, so one that I'm pretty sure I've seen, but then again, I have no real recollection of watching. Probably because, again, I was just too young to remember. But yeah, no mold. And then flip that down. So there's only really one more tape there for me to grab, and that is, of course, the live-action Peter Pan. And then that's it. That'll be it for who knows how long until I can find more VHS tapes. Okay, so it is the 14th now, and I have some stuff, not VHS tape related. The place where I got them just doesn't seem to have any more. But we have some stuff here: a DVD, video game, Blu-ray, and 2 books. So as always, I will go in order of getting them. So this week I got Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, one that I remember watching as a kid and loving. Now, I did not pay €10 for that. I still had my voucher from when I traded into Blu-rays. So in actual, it actually cost me like 3 something. So yeah, this was one that I remember very, very fondly as a kid, and I'm trying to get those back. Now, I do know that they are starting to come out with these on Blu-ray in the US as like double packs. So I don't know whether or not we're going to get these or not. But hey, it's one that I've been wanting for a while to add into the collection. So yeah, I'm very happy to add that. So as of recording this, it's been nearly a week since the Xbox showcase. So in case you don't know, I do game, obviously, and I did watch the Xbox showcase, just to see what would be out. Mainly is hoping for confirmation of Gears of War 6, because, I do love that franchise. We did not get Gears 6, we got Gears E-Day, which I'm very happy about, and I'm very looking forward to, and of course I'm going to be doing a video about that. Anyway, so some of the games that I'm looking forward to that was announced from that showcase is the next Life is Strange game, because that's a franchise that I love and hate. I love the first one, and I hate everything that's come after that except for True Colors, because I've never played Life is Strange True Colors yet. But this new one, because it's bringing back the original protagonist of Max Caulfield from the first one, that has me intrigued. And then the first game that was shown was the new Doom game, where it's Doom in medieval times, and looked really really good. So I then went out and bought the Doom 2016 Xbox version. Now this is the reverse cover of it, that I flipped it out to because, excuse me, because I think it looks better than the standard one. So let me just take out the inserts here, and you'll be able to see what I mean. So that's what it looks standard. The disc is in my Xbox because I was playing it a bit, and it's it's fun. It's Doom. I'm familiar enough with Doom that I from playing the PC version of Doom, and definitely not Quake, but definitely Doom and Duke Nukem were ones that I remember playing at my cousin's house. So yeah, I'll be probably playing a bit more of this. We'll see how things go. And then we get to today, where I bought a Blu-ray for a movie that I remember watching in cinema and I haven't seen since. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't seen it in full, and I didn't like it, but I want to give it another shot. And that is Shrek Forever After. You should also ignore that statement there, the final chapter, because it isn't. Um, because we are getting a Shrek 5 at some point, from DreamWorks. So yeah, I remember going to see this when it came out. I did not like it, but I want to give it another shot. Got the Blu-ray and the DVD of it there. Yeah, I want to give it another shot because I've done that. Movies that I didn't like, I returned 2 years later to give it another shot, and I like it. The main example of that is Men in Black 3. Last year when I did the first trilogy month, I covered the Men in Black trilogy because I wanted to give Men in Black 3 another shot, and I did, and I liked it. It's not as good as the first one, but it's better than the second one. So yeah, I'm happy to add that into the collection. Now, the two books that I got are Pokemon related, because in case you don't know, I love Pokemon. I grew up on Pokemon. And one thing that they did, I'm not in the early 2000s, was they took certain episodes from the anime and printed books for them. So yeah, these are novelizations of episodes. The very first episode, I Choose You, as well as the episode Secret of the Pink Pokemon. So yeah, I found these in the charity shop for €1 each, and I knew I had to get them because I've been thinking about these recently because I do remember reading them rather briefly in primary school, and I mean, yeah, they're not in the best of condition, but they do actually include photos. Like that's the map of Kanto, the first region, and it does include black and white stills from the episode that it covers, and so it's an easy 100 pages, less than 100 pages for each of them, which is fine. It's designed to get kids to read, but these were things that I vaguely grew up on, so of course I was gonna add them into the collection, and that is all that I have right now. Okay, so I have two more things to show off. Today's Wednesday, I don't know, I'm gonna say the 19th or 20th of June. So yeah, one DVD, one Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is a Blu-ray movie box set of movies that I already have on Blu-ray, and I'll explain why I went for it now in a second. But the DVD is of a TV show, and that's Futurama Bender's Big Score. So it's another one that I needed for the Futurama collection, and it was €1. So I said, why not? I will add it in to the collection, and pretty good disc art, to be honest. And of course, there's the back, and it has a little leaflet talking about the other ones that were out, such as, you know, we have Bender's Big Score, The Beast with a Billion Backs, which is the one that I'm missing. I have Bender's Game, and I have Wild Green Yonder. So yeah, it's just The Beast with a Billion Backs is the last one that I am missing for my Futurama collection. So the Blu-ray box set that I got is Star Trek related, and it's basically for all of the Next Generation films. Now, I already have all the Next Generation films on Blu-ray, as you can see here. So then why did I upgrade to this? Well, because it's honestly a nice looking addition for it. So, you know, we have a bit of a lenticular design there with the Sovereign class and the Borg sphere. So if I take this off, you can see it that way. There's nothing at the back or the side. And the slip, you know, we have Star Trek the Motion Picture Collection, the Next Generation Motion Picture Collection. Then on the back, we have a couple of stills from, I'm going to assume it's First Contact, as well as maybe, that looks to be like a Klingon bird of prey off to the side there. So yeah, and they all came in these mini cases. So we have let me actually put these in the correct order. Yeah, so we have Star Trek Generations with Sir Patrick Stewart on the front. There's the back, and the inside is just your standard one. Then we have Jonathan Frakes, Commander Riker on First Contact, the best Star Trek film in my honest opinion. You can disagree with me all you like, but we know where that will go if you've watched my channel for a while. Again, standard disc. Then we have Worf, Michael Dorn for Insurrection, and then there's the back, and then we have Brent Spiner's Data, and then we have the back there for that one, and then we have Geordie LaForge for Star Trek Evolutions, which is a bonus disc that you get, and then we have all the different Enterprises there at that time. And basically, Evolution's moments in Star Trek history, this bonus disc features an amazing collection of footage and revealing insights from various filmmakers as they memorialize their favorite moments in Star Trek history. Star Trek Evolutions captures a detailed look at the evolution of the USS Enterprise, introduction by Leonard Nimoy, Star Chart illustrating the Enterprise voyages, the final emotional farewell to Star Trek The Experience exhibit at Las Vegas Hilton, and sit-downs with Nicholas Meyer, Alex Kurtzman, and Roberto Orci, I probably butchered that, to discuss the infamous villains of the Federation. So it includes the evolution of the Enterprise, villains of Star Trek, I love the Star Trek movies, farewell to the Star Trek experience, Klingon encounters, Borg invasion, and charting the final frontier. So yeah, all of that for €10. And I know I, just by trading in my standard Blu-rays for those four movies, I will be in profit by like €1.20, because I'll get like €11 trade-in for mine. So yeah, just two things for right now. We'll see what else I get for the rest of the week, because they did have the original series movies, you know, Star Trek's 1 to 6, but that was €22. So I don't know if I'll even bother to pick that up, but I am happy enough with the motion picture trilogy, not the motion picture trilogy, the Next Generation motion picture collection of my favorites, because I do love these films. I did a massive rewatch of them last year, so it's in my Star Trek reviews and more playlist. So yeah, I'm happy enough to have that in the collection, and I could always use another Futurama for the collection. So yeah, I still need to figure out when I'm actually gonna, wrap this whole video up. So I didn't think I'd be updating so soon. It's literally been maybe an hour or two since I filmed, showing off the Star Trek box set and that, because I went and done my shopping. I done it a little bit later, and my mother must have been looking out for me, because when I was at the till, putting on up my shopping, getting ready to check out and pay, uh, I knocked over something, and where I was, they had like a big box of Hot Wheels. And I was like, okay, I'll just, pick this up and put it back. Except for when I saw what it was. I was like, oh, this has been something that I've been searching for a while. And I was tempted to buy it off of someone on eBay for way more than I paid for it. Than what I paid in Aldi for it. So that is the Hot Wheels USS Enterprise from the Kelvin movies. So, yeah, I paid €1.89 for this. If I had bought it on eBay, it would have been €11. So, this wasn't the only one. I bought two. Because again, this added on like an extra 3 something onto my shopping. But it was worth it. Now, this one does seem to be like not fully sitting right. So I don't know if I want to open this one and try and fix it, or do I leave this one sealed and open the pristine one. So I think I will keep this sealed for the moment, because I have two. I'm going to keep one sealed. Because I have been looking for one of these for a while. I'll put where can I put the sealed one? It's not going to stay up there. I do put it there. Yeah, I can angle it there. You can kind of see it. See, I don't want to move the lightsaber because that's what's holding the Enterprise D up, but it's back there. You can kind of see it. So yeah, this is the one that I'm going to open now, because ever since I discovered that this was a thing, I have wanted one of these for the longest time. And as I said, I was very tempted to purchase one off of eBay, but now I don't have to, because I have one. Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to fix that other one. But it's die-cast. So here it is. The Kelvin USS Enterprise. So there we are. So this will just go in there. And it will go beside my other USS Enterprise that I have, which is this one. So yeah, 2 Enterprises. So I am very happy with that. Obviously, this is like the stand is very loose, but for what I paid, I'm not going to complain too much. And obviously then in the background, which you can kind of see, there is of course one that is sealed. So yeah, boom. So let me tilt this down a bit. So there, you can see it. You can see it. My finger's pointing at it. So that's just something extra to add on. Okay, so it's now Friday the 21st, and this will be obviously the last clip for this monthly pickups video. So just 3 more things to show off. 1 video game and 2 small little toys. So the video game that I bought was I used most of the voucher that I got for trading in those Star Trek Blu-rays, because as you know, I got the Next Generation motion picture box set for like €10. So that meant I didn't need my originals anymore. So yeah, that's got 11.40 on a voucher. So I only ended up paying €3.60 for this, and that is the remaster. Well, no, it is a remake, not a remaster. Of the first three Crash Bandicoot games. So Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. So yeah, I grew up on these games as a kid, so it was €15, but as I said, most of my voucher went towards that. So I have been playing it already. So yeah, it's a remake of Crash 1, Crash 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash 3 Warped. So yeah, the disc is obviously in the Xbox because I've been playing it. So yeah, I've been mainly playing Crash 2 because I suck at Crash 1. I suck at Crash in general, but that's just because of my dyspraxia. So I don't have the best eye-hand coordination when it comes to platformers. But hey, I grew up on these. These are my childhood games, and I love them. So it was about time that I actually picked them up. So I got that yesterday. Um, so the two little toys that I got today, I paid 25 cents each. Um, one of these is from 2017. I'm not sure where there's a date on this one, but it's two video game themed ones. So I'll start off with this one. So this is Squirtle, my favorite Kanto starter. Um, he is missing his tail, unfortunately. I think he's also like a pencil topper. I'm not by the looks of things. I think he is supposed to be like a pencil topper. Um, but hey, I don't care. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. I have you know two other versions of his final evolution, which is Mega Blastoise right here, and then regular Blastoise right here. So yeah, this little guy becomes this big behemoth uh, in the games. So yeah, very happy to have that. I will move some things around here. And I think it started raining. Because I have my bathroom window open. And it's been on and off raining all day. So the last thing that I got um, is this little Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog. So it looks like he's either sitting down or he's about to, go in his spin ball movement. So yeah, I grew up mainly watching Sonic X and Sonic Underground and playing a bit of the Sonic games growing up, but it was mainly more of the anime cartoons that I grew up watching. And I've obviously watched and reviewed the first Sonic movie that came out a couple of years ago. I still have to watch and review Sonic 2, and then obviously in about 6 months' time, Sonic 3 comes out, which is the one I'm looking forward to because it has Shadow the Hedgehog, and I still have yet to meet a Sonic the Hedgehog fan that doesn't love Shadow. But yeah, he'll of course go off to the side, which you can't really see. So yeah, that is going to wrap up the monthly pickups video. So let me know what you thought of what I got throughout this entire month. I'm going to change up slightly it's mainly just the titling of the pickups videos. No more am I going to include like what number it is, because that's just going to save me having to scroll back to the last pickups video to figure that out. So yeah, let's see what I can get in July because I got quite a decent amount this month. A good chunk of VHS, which I'm very happy about. Some Blu-rays, and some games as well. So yeah, because the monthly pickups is just going to be an amalgamation of whatever I end up picking up in this month that I feel like showing off. So that is going to wrap this up. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I shall see you tomorrow. I'm trying to think. For my Liar Liar review. Yes, that's the next review that I have coming out. So I'll see you all tomorrow for that one.